1 with 70 kilos. Best lap is a 2:20.573. Brian Patterson is P7 with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 2:23.395. Dominic Singendonk is P5 with 70 kilos. Glenn Field is P4. Glenn Field is P4. Crispin Williamson is P1. Mag Arnold is P3. Glenn Field is P4. Mag Arnold is third. Marty Jamal is P9 with 70 kilos. Neil Hancock is P9. Marcus Singendonk is 10th. Neil Hancock is 10th. "35 minutes remaining in the session." Mag Arnold is P3. Rene Robertson is 8th. Best lap is a 2:23.422. Glenfield is P3. Best lap is a 2:21.513. Brian Patterson is 7th. Marcus Singendink is 11th. Rene Robertson is P8 with 70 kilos. Daniel Hank is 14th with 70 kilos. Crispin Williamson is first. Neil Hancock is P11. Rene Robertson is P10. Marcus Singendink is 4th. Best lap is a 2:21.778. Robert Cormack is P13. Minutes remaining in the session. Rene Robertson is 10th. Daniel Handke is 13th. Rene Robertson is 10th. Dominic Singenduk is P6. John Astrup is P14 with 50 kilos. Neil Hancock is P11. Best lap is a 2:26.319. Rene Robertson is P8. Best lap is a 2:22.549. John Astrup is P14. Daniel Handke is P13. Best lap is a 2:27.929. Neil Hancock is P11. Rene Robertson is P8. Robert Cormack is 16th. "25 minutes remaining in the session." Marcus Singenduk is P6. Robert Cormack is P12. Best lap is a 2:23.762. Neil Hancock is P13. Marcus Singendink is P6. Jude Shepherd is P14. Best lap is a 2:26.851. Jimmy Bowe is P9. Rene Robertson is 10th. Dominic Singendink is 8th. Rene Robertson is P10 with 70 kilos. Robert Cormack is 12th. James Allen is P16 with 50 kilos. Neil Hancock is 13th. Best lap is a 2:23.879. "20 minutes remaining in the session." Dominic Singendink is P8. Rene Robertson is P10. Glenfield is 4th. Jimmy Bowe is P10. James Allen is 6th. Best lap is a 2:21.664. Rene Robertson is 12th. Mag Arnold is P5. Best lap is a 2:21.558. Crispin Williamson is 1st. Best lap is a 2:20.571. Mag Arnold is 5th. Crispin Williamson is P1. Martin Moll is 14. Mag Arnold is P8. "15 minutes remaining in the session." James Allen is 5th. Best lap is a 2:21.161. John Astrup is third. Best lap is a 2:20.714. James Allen is fifth. Daniel Hank is P16. Best lap is a 2:24.190. Jude Shepard is P17. Best lap is a 2:24.793. Rene Robertson is 13th. Brian Patterson is P9. Best lap is a 2:21.755. Crispin Williamson is first. Marty Jamal is sixth. Richard Perkins is 11th with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 2:21.780. Barry Sale is P2. Best lap is a 2:20.632. Brian Patterson is P11. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Marty Jamal is P6. Best lap is a 2:21.326. Dominic Favagyu is 7th with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 2:21.435. Barry Sale is P2. Jude Shepard is P18. Dominic Favagyu is P7. Barry Sale is second. Neil Hancock is 17th. Best lap is a 2:23.876. Martin Moll is P8. Daniel Hand is 16th. Best lap is a 2:23.843. Marcus Singendink is 12th. Crispin Williamson is P1. Barry Sale is P3. Martin Moll is 8th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Barry Sale is P3. Daniel Handke is P16. Crispin Williamson is first. Rene Robertson is 14th. John Astrup is 6th with 50 kilos. David Kilsall is 19th with 5 kilos. Barry Sale is 3rd. Glenn Field is P10. Crispin Williamson is first. Marcus Singendink is P12. James Allen is 4th. Best lap is a 2:20.646. Dominic Singendink is P7. Best lap is a 2:20.813. Rene Robertson is P14. David Kilsall is 19th with 5 kilos. John Astrup is P6. Robert Cormack is 15th. Best lap is a 2:22.586. Dominic Favagu is second. Best lap is a 2:20.611. Marcus Singendink is P1. Best lap is a 2:20.547. Richard Perkins is P12. Best lap is a 2:21.623. The qualification session is at Fantasy Racetrack in Darmstadt, Germany. The wind speed is 35 km/h from the north-northeast. Crispin Williamson is first with 70 kilos. James Allen is 10th with 50 kilos. Martin Wall is P2 with 70 kilos. David Kilsall is 6th with 5 kilos. Dominic Singendonk is P3 with 70 kilos. Brian Patterson is P6 with 10 kilos. Barry Sale is P9. James Allen is P18. Jimmy Bowe is 5th. Richard Perkins is 12th with 10 kilos. Crispin Williamson is 1st. Robert Cormack is P18. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Crispin Williamson is 1st. Best lap is a 2:20.508. Robert Cormack is 16th. Dominic Favagu is 3rd with 10 kilos. David Kilsall is 17th up 0.19. Dominic Favagu is P3 up 0.14. Mag Arnold is 5th up 0.44. Rene Robertson is P4 up 0.10 with 70 kilos. Barry Sale is 6th up 0.17. Rene Robertson is P4 up 0.21. Rene Robertson improved his P4 with a 220.903. 0.651 off pole. Barry Sale is P6. Barry Sale improved his P5 with a 221.186. 0.934 off pole. Crispin Williamson is P2 up 0.11. Crispin Williamson is provisional pole with a 220.131. Jimmy Bowe is 9th up 0.14. Five minutes remaining in the session. Jimmy Bowe improved his P9 with a 222.344. 2.427 off pole. James Allen is P13. James Allen improved his P3 with a 220.197. 0.280 off pole. David Kilsall is P16. Marcus Singendonk is P17 up 9.65. Marcus Singendonk improved his P13 with a 223.074. 3.157 off pole. James Allen is P3 up 0.16. Brian Patterson is 17th up 0.61. David Kilsall is 18th up 0.29. David Kilsall improved his 18th with a 2:25.615. 5.698 off pole. Glenn Field is P9 up 0.39 with 10 kilos. Glenn Field improved his P5 with a 2:20.476. 0.559 off pole. Daniel Hank is 19th with 70 kilos. Robert Cormack is P18 up 0.92. Robert Cormack improved his P16 with a 2:23.234. 3.317 off pole. David Kilsall is P19 up 1.19. The qualifying session is now in overtime. David Kilsall improved his 19th with a 2:23.722. 3.805 off pole. Dominic Singendink is P10 up 0.18. Richard Perkins is 6th up 0.51. Richard Perkins is provisional pole with a 2:19.686. Robert Cormack is P16 up 0.28. Robert Cormack improved his 15th with a 2:22.904. 3.218 off pole. Martin Moll is P2 up 0.24. 15 minutes remaining in the session. The race session is at Fantasy Racetrack in Darmstadt, Germany. The wind speed is 30 km/h from the north-northeast. Richard Perkis is P1. Martin Moll is P2 with 70 kilos. Crispin Williamson is P3 with 70 kilos. James Allen is 4th with 50 kilos. John Astrup is 5th with 50 kilos. Glenn Field is P6 with 10 kilos. Rene Robertson is 7th with 70 kilos. Dominic Favagyu is P8 with 10 kilos. Mag Arnold is 9th. Dominic Singendink is P10 with 70 kilos. Barry Sale is 11th. Brian Patterson is P12 with 10 kilos. Jimmy Bowe is P13. Neil Hancock is P14. Robert Cormack is 15th. Marcus Singendink is P16. Jude Shepard is P17. Daniel Handke is P18 with 70 kilos. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Richard Perkis is P1. Crispin Williamson is P3. John Astrup is P4. James Allen is 5th. Glenfield is P7. Glenfield is now 6th. Dominic Singendon is P9. Dominic Favagu is 10th. Dominic Favagu is now P9. Rene Robertson is P10. Rene Robertson is now P12. Martin Moll is P3, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Glenfield is P6 with 10 kilos battling John Astrup. Glenfield passed John Astrup for P5. John Astrup is P6, 0.1 behind Glenfield. Glenfield is 6th, 0.1 behind John Astrup. Dominic Favagu on lap 2 is P9, 0.3 behind Dominic Singendon. Dominic Favagu is now 8th. Mag Arnold is P12, 0.1 behind Daniel Handke. Mag Arnold lost 12th to Brian Patterson. Rene Robertson is P15, 0.2 behind David Kilsall. James Allen is 4th, 0.5 behind Martin Moll. John Astrup is 6th, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Daniel Handke is 13th, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. David Kilsall is P15 with 5 kilos, 0.1 behind Rene Robertson. Barry Sale is P19, 0.1 behind Jimmy Bowe. "35 minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup is 6th. Best lap is a 2:32.558. 11.959 off the fastest lap. Barry Sale is P19, 0.5 behind Jimmy Bowe. Richard Perkins on lap 3 is P2 with 10 kilos, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll is 3rd, 0.3 behind Richard Perkins. James Allen is P4, 0.2 behind ReneRmotorsport. Marcus Singendink is 9th, 0.3 behind Dominic Singendink. Jimmy Bowe is P19, 0.2 behind Barry Sale. ReneRmotorsport is 4th, 0.3 behind James Allen. Marcus Singendink is 9th, 0.3 behind Dominic Singendink. Crispin Williamson on lap 4 is 2nd, 0.2 behind Richard Perkins. Crispin Williamson was 1.5 faster last lap. Jude Shepherd is 16th, 0.6 behind David Kelsall. Mag Arnold is P11, 0.5 behind Brian Patterson. Crispin Williamson is 2nd, 0.3 behind Richard Perkins. John Astrup is 6th, 0.3 behind Glenn Field. Glenn Field was 0.7 faster last lap. Dominic Singendink is 9th battling Marcus Singendink. Barry Sale is P18, 0.3 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack is 17th, 0.3 ahead of Barry Sale. Robert Cormack is now 16th. Barry Sale is P17, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. John Astrup is P6, 0.2 behind Glenn Field. Minutes remaining in the session. Jude Shepherd is 18th. John Astrup is 6th, 0.4 behind Glenn Field. Barry Sale is 17th, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Barry Sale was 0.9 faster last lap. James Allen is P3, 0.4 behind Crispin Williamson. John Astrup is P6, 0.4 behind Glenfield. Mag Arnold is 11th, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. James Allen is P3, 0.5 behind Crispin Williamson. James Allen was 0.7 faster last lap. John Astrup is 6th, 0.5 behind Glenfield. Mag Arnold is P11. Is 13th with 70 kilos, 0.1 behind Rene Robertson. Daniel Hank is now P12. Martin Jumol is 4th, 0.1 behind James Allen. John Astrup is 6th, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Martin Jumol is P4, 0.3 behind James Allen. John Astrup is 6th, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Glenfield was 0.6 faster last lap. Jimmy Bowe is P18, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Martin Jumol is P4. Best lap is a 2:20.950. 0.580 off the fastest lap. Glenfield is 6th, 0.3 behind John Astrup. Glenfield is now P7. Dominic Singendek is P9, 0.4 behind Richard Perkis. Richard Perkis is P9. Best lap is a 2:20.370. Richard Perkis passed Dominic Singendek for P8. Dominic Singendek is P9, 0.4 behind Richard Perkis. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Daniel Hank is 12th, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. James Allen is P2, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Martin Jumol is P4, 0.3 behind John Astrup. Marcus Singendek is P6, 0.2 behind Dominic Favagyu. Marcus Singendink is now P5. Glenfield is 6th, 0.4 behind Marcus Singendink. Dominic Singendink is 9th, 0.3 behind Richard Perkis. Martin Moll is P4, 0.4 behind John Astrup. John Astrup was 4.0 faster last lap. Dominic Singendink is P9, 0.3 behind Richard Perkis. Mag Arnold is 11th, 0.5 behind Daniel Hand. Daniel Hand is P11 battling Mag Arnold. David Kilsall is P14. Best lap is a 2:23.530. 3.160 off the fastest lap. David Kilsall passed Barry Sale for 13th. Barry Sale is 14, 0.4 behind David Kilsall. Martin Moll is 4th. Glenfield on lap 8 is 6th, 0.4 behind Marcus Singendink. Brian Patterson on lap 8 is 12th, 0.1 behind Daniel Hand. Brian Patterson passed Daniel Hand for 11th. Daniel Hand is 12th with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. Neil Hancock is P15, 0.5 behind Richard Perkis. Richard Perkis was 7.5 faster last lap. Neil Hancock is now 14th. Jude Shepherd is P17, 0.5 behind Richard Perkis. Richard Perkis entering the pits is 16th. Jude Shepherd is now 16th. Barry Sale is 15th, 0.7 behind Neil Hancock. Neil Hancock was 5.5 faster last lap. 20 minutes remaining in the session. James Allen on lap 9 is second, 0.9 behind Crispin Williamson. Crispin Williamson is P2, 2.9 ahead of John Astrup. Crispin Williamson passed James Allen for P1 Richard Perkis exiting pits. Barry Sale is 15th, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. Barry Sale passed Neil Hancock for 14th. Neil Hancock is 17th. Best lap is a 2:23.133. 2.763 off the fastest lap. Dominic Favagu is 7th with 10 kilos, 0.8 behind Glenfield. Marcus Singendink is 5th, 0.6 behind Martijn Mol. Glenfield is 7th, 1.0 behind Dominic Favagu. Martijn Mol is 6th, 0.4 behind Dominic Favagu. Glenfield is P7, 0.3 behind Martijn Mol. Martijn Mol is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Glenfield. Martijn Mol was 0.5 faster last lap. Glenfield is P7, 0.4 behind Martijn Mol. Martijn Mol is P6 with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Dominic Favagu. Glenfield is 7th with 10 kilos, 0.4 behind Martijn Mol. Martijn Mol is P6, 0.1 ahead of Glenfield. Glenfield was 2.5 faster last lap. Glenfield is P7, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. Mag Arnold is 10th, 0.5 behind Rene Robertson. Neil Hancock entering the pits is P17. Glenfield is 7th, 0.2 behind Martijn Mol. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Glenfield passed Martijn Mol for 6th. Martijn Mol is 7th, 0.1 behind Glenfield. Neil Hancock exiting pits. Barry Sale is 14th, 0.5 behind David Kelsall. Martijn Mol is P6 with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Glenfield. Barry Sale is 14th, 0.1 behind David Kelsall. Martin is P6, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Barry Sale is P14, 0.4 behind David Kilsall. Barry Sale was 1.5 faster last lap. Marcus Singendink is 4th, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Marcus Singendink passed John Astrup for P3. John Astrup is P4. Best lap is a 2:20.824. 0.558 off the fastest lap. Martin Moll on lap 12 is P6, 0.1 behind Glenfield. Martin Moll passed Glenfield for 5th. Glenfield is 6th, 0.2 behind Martin Moll. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. Glenfield on lap 12 is P6, 0.4 behind Martin Moll. Brian Patterson is P11, 0.3 behind Mag Arnold. Brian Patterson passed Mag Arnold for 10th. Mag Arnold is P11, 0.1 behind Brian Patterson. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.4 behind Mag Arnold. Daniel Hank was 0.8 faster last lap. Jimmy Bowe is 16th, 0.4 behind Jude Shepherd. Mag Arnold on lap 13 is P11, 0.5 behind Brian Patterson. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.5 behind Mag Arnold. Barry Sale is 14th, 0.4 behind David Kilsall. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Daniel Hank is P12. Best lap is a 2:21.193. 1.495 off the fastest lap. Barry Sale is P14, 0.4 behind David Kilsall. David Kilsall is P14 with 5 kilos, 0.1 behind Barry Sale. Daniel Hank is 12th, 0.3 behind Mag Arnold. Jimmy Bowe is P16. Best lap is a 2:23.726. 4.028 off the fastest lap. Daniel Hank is 12th, 0.5 behind Mag Arnold. Jimmy Bowe is P16, 0.3 behind Jude Shepherd. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.5 behind Mag Arnold. Jimmy Bowe is P16, 0.5 behind Jude Shepherd. Daniel Hank is 12th, 0.5 behind Mag Arnold. Jude Shepherd is P16. Best lap is a 2:23.601. 3.903 off the fastest lap. Glenfield is P5, 0.5 behind Martin Mole. Jimmy Bowe is P16 battling Jude Shepherd. Jude Shepherd is P16, 0.1 behind Jimmy Bowe. Brian Patterson is P10, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Mag Arnold is P11, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.4 behind Mag Arnold. Jude Shepherd is P16, 0.1 behind Jimmy Bowe. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Daniel Hank is P12, 0.3 behind Mag Arnold. Mag Arnold is 11th, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Brian Patterson is 10th, 0.2 ahead of Mag Arnold. Brian Patterson passed Rene Robertson for 9th. Mag Arnold is P10, 0.2 ahead of Rene Robertson. Mag Arnold was 0.9 faster last lap. Daniel is 12, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Mag Arnold is 10th. Best lap is a 2:20.800, 1.102 off the fastest lap. Rene Robertson is 11, 0.3 ahead of Daniel Hand. Mag Arnold is P11, 0.1 behind Rene Robertson. Mag Arnold lost P11 to Daniel Hand. Daniel Hand is 11th with 70 kilos, 0.6 behind Rene Robertson. Mag Arnold is 12th. Richard Perkins is 18th battling Robert Cormack. James Allen is second, 0.8 behind Crispin Williamson. Daniel Hand on lap 17 is 11, 0.5 behind Rene Robertson. Daniel Hand lost P11 to Mag Arnold. James Allen is second, 0.7 behind Crispin Williamson. Daniel Hand is P12, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. Daniel Hand passed Mag Arnold for P11. Mag Arnold is P12, 0.1 behind Daniel Hand. Daniel Hand was 2.6 faster last lap. Dominic Fabaghu is 5th, 0.6 behind Martijn Mol. James Allen is second with 50 kilos, 0.4 behind Crispin Williamson. Martijn Mol is P5. Best lap is a 2:20.424. 0.726 off the fastest lap. Martijn Mol passed Dominic Fabaghu for P4. Brian Patterson lost 8th to Dominic Singenda. James Allen is P2, zero point 0.5 behind Crispin Williamson. James Allen was 0.6 faster last lap. Marcus Singendant lost 6th to Glenn Field. David Kilsall is 14th, 0.1 ahead of Jimmy Bowe. David Kilsall lost 14th to Jimmy Bowe. David Kilsall entering the pits is P1. Robert Cormack is 17th. The leader has just finished the race. Crispin Williamson finished P1. James Allen finished 2nd. John Astrup finished P3. Martin Moll finished P4. Dominic Favagu finished P5. Glenn Field finished P6. Dominic Singendant finished P7. Brian Patterson finished 8th. Rene Robertson finished 9th. Mag Arnold finished 10th. Daniel Handke finished P11. Barry Sale is 13th. Barry Sale finished 12th. Jimmy Bowe is 14th. Jimmy Bowe finished P13. Richard Perkins finished 18th. Jude Shepard finished P14. Robert Cormack finished P15. Marcus Singendant is P17. The race session is at Fantasy Racetrack in Darmstadt, Germany. The wind speed is 31 km/h from the north-northeast. Robert Cormack is P1. Jude Shepherd is second. Jimmy Bowe is P3. Barry Sale is fourth. Daniel Handke is P5 with 70 kilos. Mag Arnold is P6. Rene Robertson is P7 with 70 kilos. Brian Patterson is P8 with 10 kilos. Dominic Singendink is 9th with 70 kilos. Glenn Field is 10th with 10 kilos. Dominic Favagyu is 11th with 10 kilos. Martin Moll is P12 with 70 kilos. John Astrup is 13th with 50 kilos. James Allen is P14 with 50 kilos. Crispin Williamson is 15th with 70 kilos. Marcus Singendink is 16th. Richard Perkins is 17th with 10 kilos. Neil Hancock is 18th. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Robert Cormack is P1. Jude Shepherd is second. Jude Shepherd is now P3. Jimmy Bowe is P4. Jimmy Bowe is now P5. Jimmy Bowe is now 5th. Daniel Handke is 8th. John Astrup is P16. Neil Hancock is 3rd. Jude Shepherd is P5. Brian Patterson is 11th. Dominic Singendink is 12th, 0.3 behind Brian Patterson. Martin Moll is P15 with 70 kilos, 0.3 behind Dominic Favagyu. James Allen is P17, 0.4 behind John Astrup. Neil Hancock is P3, 0.4 behind Marcus Singendink. Daniel Handke is 8th, 0.3 behind Barry Sale. Dominic Singendink is P12 with 70 kilos, 0.3 behind Brian Patterson. Glenn Field is 13th, 0.2 behind Dominic Singendink. Martin is P16 battling John Astrup. Martin lost 16th to James Allen. Crispin Williamson on lap 2 is 18th battling Martin. Crispin Williamson passed Martin for P17. Martin is P18, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Martin passed James Allen for 16. James Allen is P17 battling Crispin Williamson. Crispin Williamson is P18, 0.4 behind James Allen. "35 minutes remaining in the session. Jude Shepherd is 5th, 0.3 behind Robert Cormack. Rene Robertson is 10th, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. Rene Robertson is now 9th. Jimmy Bowe is 10th, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is P12, 0.3 behind Dominic Singendink. Dominic Singendink is 12th battling John Astrup. Dominic Singendink is now 10th. John Astrup is 11th with 50 kilos, 0.1 behind Dominic Singendink. Martin is P12 with 70 kilos, 0.1 behind John Astrup. John Astrup is 12th, 0.1 behind Martin. John Astrup passed Martin for P11. Martin is P12, 0.1 behind John Astrup. Martin passed John Astrup for 11th. John Astrup is P12, 0.1 ahead of Dominic Vivargue. John Astrup was 1.4 faster last lap. Dominic Vivargue is P13, 0.4 ahead of Glenn Field. Dominic Vivargue is now 10th. Martin is P14. Best lap is a 2:24.378. 3.294 off the fastest lap. Robert Cormack is 6th, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. Brian Patterson is P7, 0.1 behind Robert Cormack. Brian Patterson is now P6. John Astrup on lap 4 is P10, 0.1 behind Dominic Favagyu. John Astrup passed Dominic Favagyu for 9th. John Astrup passed Robert Cormack for P8. Martin Moll is 13th. Dominic Sinjenden is 17th, 0.3 behind Jimmy Bowe. Dominic Sinjenden lost P17 to Barry Sale. Brian Patterson is P6, 0.2 ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is 7th with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. "30 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic Favagyu is 11th, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. Dominic Favagyu was 2.5 faster last lap. Dominic Favagyu passed Robert Cormack for 10th. Crispin Williamson is P12, 0.1 behind Robert Cormack. Martin Moll is P13, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Crispin Williamson was 2.1 faster last lap. Martin Moll passed Crispin Williamson for P12. Crispin Williamson is P13, 0.3 behind Martin Moll. Crispin Williamson was 2.1 faster last lap. Mag Arnold is 5th, 0.1 ahead of Brian Patterson. Martin Moll is P12, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. Martin Moll is now P13. Robert Cormack is P13 battling Martin Moll. Robert Cormack lost 13th to Glenn Field. Rene Robertson is P6, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Martin Moll is P12. Martin Moll passed Crispin Williamson for P11. Crispin Williamson is 12th. Best lap is a 2:21.562. 1.501 off the fastest lap. Jude Shepherd is P16, 0.2 behind Barry Sale. Barry Sale was 1.1 faster last lap. John Astrup on lap 5 is P8, 0.3 behind Mag Arnold. Barry Sale is 16th, 0.1 behind Jude Shepherd. Brian Patterson is P5. Best lap is a 2:21.376. 2.147 off the fastest lap. Dominic Singendink is P17, 0.1 behind Barry Sale. Dominic Singendink was 0.8 faster last lap. Dominic Singendink passed Barry Sale for 16th. Barry Sale is P17, 0.3 behind Dominic Singendink. Brian Patterson is P5 with 10 kilos, 0.3 behind Daniel Hand. James Allen is P9 with 50 kilos, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Crispin Williamson is 12th, 0.3 behind Martijn Mol. James Allen is 9th, 0.5 behind John Astrup. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Crispin Williamson is 12th, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. Brian Patterson is 5th. Crispin Williamson is 12th, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. Brian Patterson is 5th, 0.4 behind Daniel Hand. John Astrup on lap 7 is 8th, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. Richard Perkins is 2nd, 4.2 ahead of Marcus Singendink. Richard Perkins is now P1. John Astrup is 8th, 0.3 ahead of James Allen. James Allen is P9, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Brian Patterson is P5, 0.5 behind Daniel Hand. John Astrup is P8, 0.1 ahead of James Allen. John Astrup lost P9 to Dominic Favagu. Dominic Singendink is P16, 0.5 behind Jude Shepherd. James Allen is 8th, 0.5 behind Mag Arnold. James Allen was 0.7 faster last lap. John Astrup is 10th, 0.5 behind Dominic Favagu. Daniel Hank is P4 with 70 kilos, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. Rene Robertson is 7, 0.1 behind Mag Arnold. James Allen is P8, 0.1 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P8 battling James Allen. Rene Robertson passed James Allen for P7. James Allen is P8, 0.1 ahead of Dominic Favagu. James Allen lost 8th to Dominic Favagu. John Astrup is P10 with 50 kilos, 0.1 behind James Allen. 20 minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup passed James Allen for P9. James Allen is P10, 0.1 behind John Astrup. Dominic Singendink is 16, 0.5 behind Jude Shepherd. Barry Sale is P18. Best lap is a 2:21.804. 2.575 off the fastest lap. Daniel Hank is P4, 0.2 behind Neil Hancock. Daniel Hank was 0.6 faster last lap. Dominic Favagu is P9 battling James Allen. Dominic Favagu passed James Allen for P8. Dominic Favagu lost P8 to James Allen. Martin Moll is 10th, 0.3 ahead of Crispin Williamson. Crispin Williamson is P11, 0.3 behind Martin Moll. Jimmy Bowe is 18th, 0.2 behind Barry Sale. Barry Sale was 0.8 faster last lap. Brian Patterson is P4 battling Neil Hancock. Daniel Hank is 5th. Dominic Favagu is 9th, 0.3 behind James Allen. Martin Moll is 11th, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Daniel Hank is 4th, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Mag Arnold is 6th, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. Mag Arnold was 2.9 faster last lap. Martin Moll is P11, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Daniel Hank is P4, 0.1 behind Brian Patterson. Dominic Labargue is 9th, 0.5 behind James Allen. James Allen was 0.8 faster last lap. Crispin Williamson on lap 10 is 10th, 0.2 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll is 11th, 0.2 behind Crispin Williamson. Neil Hancock is P6, 0.1 behind Mag Arnold. 15 minutes remaining in the session. James Allen is P8, 0.3 ahead of Dominic Labargue. Dominic Labargue is 8th, 0.2 behind James Allen. Dominic Labargue is now P9. Crispin Williamson is 10th, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll is 11th, 0.4 behind Crispin Williamson. Neil Hancock is P6, 0.2 behind Mag Arnold. James Allen is P8, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. James Allen is now 7th. Dominic Labargue is P9, 0.3 ahead of Crispin Williamson. Glenfield on lap 11 is P12, 0.4 behind Martin Moll. Glenfield is now P11. Dominic Labargue is P9 battling James Allen. Dominic Labargue passed James Allen for 8th. James Allen is P9, 0.2 behind Dominic Labargue. Martin Moll is P12, 0.2 behind Glenfield. Martin Moll is now 11th. James Allen is 9th, 0.2 ahead of Crispin Williamson. James Allen is now P8. Dominic Singendonk entering the pits is P1. James Allen is now 9th. Crispin Williamson is P11. James Allen is P10 battling Crispin Williamson. James Allen lost P10 to Crispin Williamson. Crispin Williamson is 10th, 0.3 ahead of James Allen. James Allen is P10, 0.2 ahead of Crispin Williamson. James Allen lost P10 to Crispin Williamson. James Allen lost 11th to ReneRmotorsport. Dominic Favagu is P9, 0.1 behind ReneRmotorsport. ReneRmotorsport is P9 battling Dominic Favagu. ReneRmotorsport is now P8. Glenn Field is 12, 0.1 behind James Allen. Minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup is P13, 0.4 behind Glenn Field. John Astrup was 1.5 faster last lap. Crispin Williamson is P9, 0.5 behind ReneRmotorsport. James Allen is P11, 0.3 behind ReneRmotorsport. Crispin Williamson is P9, 0.4 behind ReneRmotorsport. James Allen is P12, 0.2 behind Glenn Field. Crispin Williamson is 9, 0.5 behind ReneRmotorsport. Dominic Favagu is P7, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. Crispin Williamson on lap 13 is 9, 0.4 behind ReneRmotorsport. James Allen entering the pits is 13th. Dominic Favagu is 7th with 10 kilos, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. James Allen exiting pits. Crispin Williamson is P9, 0.5 behind ReneRmotorsport. Dominic Favagu is P7, 0.5 behind Neil Hancock. Crispin Williamson is P9, 0.4 behind ReneRmotorsport. Dominic Favagu is 7th, 0.2 behind Neil Hancock. Neil Hancock is 7th. Best lap is a 2:21.613. 2.384 off the fastest lap. Rene Robertson is 8th, 0.2 behind Neil Hancock. Neil Hancock was 0.5 faster last lap. Neil Hancock is 7th, 0.4 ahead of Rene Robertson. John Astrup on lap 15 is 11th, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. Neil Hancock is P7, 0.3 behind Dominic Favageux. John Astrup is P11 with 50 kilos, 0.2 behind Martijn Mol. 5 minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup is now P10. Rene Robertson is P7 battling Dominic Favageux. Rene Robertson passed Dominic Favageux for P6. Crispin Williamson is 8th battling Rene Robertson. Crispin Williamson lost 8th to Martijn Mol. John Astrup is 10th with 50 kilos, 0.2 behind Crispin Williamson. Daniel Handke is 4th, 0.1 behind Brian Patterson. Crispin Williamson is P9. Best lap is a 2:20.466. 1.237 off the fastest lap. John Astrup is 10th, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. John Astrup was 1.0 faster last lap. Daniel Handke is P4, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Martijn Mol is 8th, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is 10th, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Barry Sale is 15th, 0.1 behind Jude Shepherd. James Allen exiting pits. Rene Robertson is P7, 0.4 behind Dominic Favageux. John Astrup is P10, 0.2 behind Crispin Williamson. Neil Hancock entering the pits is P1. John Astrup is now P11. Dominic Favageux is P7, 0.6 ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P8, 0.4 behind Dominic Favageux. John Astrup is 11th, 0.3 behind Crispin Williamson. Jimmy Bowe is 16th, 0.5 behind Jude Shepard. John Astrup is 10th with 50 kilos, 0.4 behind Crispin Williamson. John Astrup passed Crispin Williamson for P9. Crispin Williamson is P10 with 70 kilos, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Rene Robertson is P7, 0.2 behind Dominic Favageux. Martin Moll is 8th, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Crispin Williamson is 10th, 0.2 behind John Astrup. Rene Robertson is P7, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moll. Crispin Williamson is P10, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Rene Robertson is 7th with 70 kilos, 0.5 behind Dominic Favageux. Martin Moll is P8, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is P9, 0.3 behind Martin Moll. John Astrup was 1.0 faster last lap. Martin Moll is 8th, 0.4 ahead of John Astrup. Glenfield lost P10 to Crispin Williamson. Martin Moll is 8th, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is P9 with 50 kilos, 0.3 behind Martin Moll. Dominic Favageux is 6th. Best lap is a 2:20.556. 1.327 off the fastest lap. The leader has just finished the race. Richard Perkins finished first. Marcus Singendonk finished P2. Brian Patterson finished P3. Daniel Handke finished 4th. Mag Arnold finished P5. Dominic Fagagu finished P6. John Astrup finished P7. Rene Robertson finished 8th. Crispin Williamson finished P9. Crispin Williamson finished 9th. Martin Mole finished 10th. Robert Cormack finished 11th. Barry Sale finished P12. Jimmy Bowe finished P14. James Allen finished P16. Jude Shepard finished 14th. Glenn Field is P15. Glenn Field finished P15.